Yo, this is Trail AC of the Krew Season Podcast, bringing you the dopest beer product on the market, man. Velvet Noir. If you are not in tune with it, get in tune. Don't just take my word for it. These guys have been featured on Essence Magazine, countless reviews, countless success stories. You could be the next one. A lot of people ask me all the time, hey, AC, what's your routine? How do you get your beer looking the way that you make it look? Well, this is the answer. Velvet Noir. You know, I'm going to go into my little routine that I do every day just to, you know, shed some light on what makes my beer look as luxurious as it looks. First and foremost, we got the beer wash. You want to break that out, lather that up real good, work that in every crack, every crevice for about 2 to 3 minutes of that, and then you want to pat it dry. From there, we go into our beer bomb. This is where you get your texture from. This is, after you're done, you're going to see exactly what I mean, how soft it is, and of course, the women are going to love that as well. So you get your beer bomb. Doesn't take much, maybe about a nickel size, dab in your hand or whatever. Work that in real good, every crack, every crevice. And then from there, we go into our bourbon barrel shine. That's where you get the glisten from. You ever seen a bust down Rolex? The light hit it and it's just flickering and dancing all around. That's how your beard is going to look when you're using Velvet Noir's Bourbon Barrel Shine. And then from there, you comb it out and style it however whatever you do. Do your thing with your beard, you know what I'm saying? But the product is in, you're going to notice a tremendous difference immediately. And thank me later, man. Having a beard is a lot of work, man. People think, you just grow it out and, comb it out and it's just good to go. You can just wake up and walk out the house. It don't really work like that, you know what I'm saying? So what separates Velvet Noir is the texture that your beard has after you use it. A lot of beard products are made to make your beard shine, or it may, be made to make your beard look a little more full, but the texture of it is not as soft, or it doesn't smell as good as a Velvet Noir product. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy, I'm not really big on promoting things. If you've been following me on Twitter or on social media throughout the years, then you would know that that's not really my bag, you know what I'm saying? But I do support things that I use. And Velvet Noir is definitely one of those things that I use every day, from the wash to the shine to the balm. These things help my beard be as great as it is. Also, when you're purchasing Velvet Noir products, you can save 15% by using the Krew discount. That's KREW. Save 15% on every purchase. Again, try it out. Let me know what you think. I'm not just talking, man. The reviews is out there. You can go Google it. Do your Googles, like they say. The reviews is out there, man. Dope ass product for sure. I think in the previous podcast, we answered a question about, like, how do women know when a guy really likes her? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody in the YouTube comments asked, okay, well, how do men know when a woman really likes him? Can y'all speak to that?
Ooh.
Hey, they get annoying.
When a woman. I was gonna say exactly that.
I love it though. It'd be cute. On the cool.
It'd be the cute annoying shit.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, I just talked to you 5 minutes ago.
Exactly.
I'm doing the same shit you asked what I was doing last time.
Exactly.
I just called to tell you that I just found the funniest thing ever.
Right.
Exactly.
It'll never be funny.
I seen a snail cross the street. What?
Damn.
And you got a fake laugh. And what's that? What's his name?
Spice Adams.
Spice Adams.
Yes, bro.
Especially when you ain't hit yet. Because everything funny when you ain't hit yet.
You got to have 12 laughing emojis after all.
You gotta hope it's a text so you can just put LOL on that motherfucker. LOL. Yeah.
Girl, you crazy.
Bro, that shit. When a woman really like you, bro, she gonna go out her way and you gonna know it, bro. You gonna know, bro. You can want goddamn Waffle House 3-4 in the morning for goddamn 8 nights straight. She gonna go get it, bro.
She gonna turn into Uber Eats driver.
Nigga, she gonna go get it, bro. And she not thinking about the food. Men, we thinking about we hungry than a motherfucker. She thinking about coming spending time with your ass.
Let's have a conversation.
I got another one. What?
That's it.
Anytime you get up, if you went up to the gas station, baby, I'll be back when we get some gas. Can I come?
Can I come? Can I come, bro? Hey, if a woman want to go everywhere with you, bro, everywhere with you, bro, she loves you, bro.
That's
like
facts.
she loves you.
As soon as you touch your keys, where you going?
It's real.
Yeah, I swear, bro. Like that shit crazy. And if you say, nah, baby, just chill, bro, she gonna look like a fucking sad puppy.
Yep.
She gonna look like a sad puppy because she really wanna just be there, just be around. Like that shit crazy, bro. That's when you know a woman like really like on your tip, bro. Like it's gonna be hard to get rid of her, fellas.
It's gonna take a while. Go ahead.
I agree. I think
Go ahead.
I think you could tell like when a woman really like you when she start breaking her rules for you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, we done spoke to it on this podcast before. Women have two sets of rules. They have a set of rules for the guy that they kind of like, he like cool, and they got a set of rules for the guy that they really like.
Yeah.
And when that nigga that's on that really like side, he could literally get away with murder,
You know what they say.
and she gonna validate it.
I usually don't do this type of shit.
Right.
But
Yeah,
You
yeah.
lucky I love your ass.
That's a fact.
your stupid ass.
That's a fact because when y'all was talking initially, you asked, okay, like what are you looking forward to in a man? She gave you a list, but then you start to realize you don't check for maybe 2 boxes, 3 boxes.
Hey, you check the opposite of everything else.
Oh.
Hey, you say-
And she's still fucking with you.
not
Still
toxic,
want you.
toxic. Yes. My nigga.
So,
Play the game all day, no job.
Cool. I got strong Wi-Fi.
She got strong Wi-Fi. She
Hey, what you say? The PS4 smoking the laptop ice cold?
But he got potential. got potential.
That's when you know when a woman like you, bro. If you an ain't shit nigga, bro, and she still keep your ass around, she love you, bro.
Facts.
I feel like
She love you.
another sign is when she start trying to initiate that you talking to other women all the time. Yeah, like who you been talking to all day? You ain't talking to me. Who else you talking to? Who you going out with?
Who you putting hard eyes?
You know what I'm saying?
If
Who washing your what? I'm just washing my clothes. Who washing your clothes?
That's real. Can you speak in facts? If she don't put no holes on you,
Who washing your clothes, Ken?
she don't really rock with you.
She
like
go
that,
to
fam.
checking who you like in pictures, bro.
That's a fact.
Like nigga.
Like every woman that like you is gonna put some holes on. Yeah, you probably be out here finessing all of these women. And I ain't one of your little hoes. And I ain't want to.
She trying to gauge where she at.
Right.
She trying to gauge where she at on
Trying
that
to gauge
roster.
is she 2:00 or she 8:00.
Yeah,
But if you're a real sleazeball, you treat them all the same, bitch.
Everybody feels special.
they all they all like your hands on the wheel. 10 and 2.
This is the school of equal opportunity.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's our signs. I mean, there's plenty of other things out there, but I mean, I feel like those are the major signs.
That's all the
Say cooking, buying you stuff.
I don't know. Cooking that's kind of like a first impression. I think like
Hey, for
These
the
women
college,
don't
hey,
cook.
for the college,
I
These
don't
women
know.
don't cook,
Hey,
Ken.
That's what I was about to say.
These women don't cook.
hey, for the
very
young
true.
college niggas, man. If your girl come over and clean your room without you saying
Facts.
anything,
She
and
might
leave, bro,
too. Yeah.
she in love with you.
Facts.
Yeah.
She in love with you, bro.
And don't be so dirty, nigga.
Yeah, that's real. But if she come over, you come in, bro, and your room spotless,
That's
bro, she in love with you, bro. She in love with you, and that's scary in college.
yeah, make sure she don't waste all her time on you.
That's
make
real.
sure she's
make
still
sure she
chasing
getting her
her
class
shit.
and all that shit, man. If you a
saying.
college nigga, if you in
Say,
college,
hey, I appreciate it, but make sure she's still on her shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
skipping class for your fool ass and shit.
exactly.
But yeah, that's my answer. Shit,
All right.
women
on to-
crazy, man.
They are. They truly are, bro.
You annoying.
When they love,
you really like
when
me.
they love, they get possessive, super possessive.
I mean, we do too.
True. True.
We get possessive after we hit.
True.
That's the
Who the fuck just came out that room with you?
If I hit it one time,
You get possessive.
nigga, who else is hitting this?
You know what I'm saying? Who is that? We ain't doing nothing but studying. How long y'all studying?
Say what?
Charging up about everything.
Nigga don't know one lick of Cal 3. Nigga, I know Cal 3.
you
1
don't
plus
need that
1
nigga
is
no
12,
more.
right?
I'm here.
Nigga be FaceTiming everything she tried to. Who in the background?
All right, man. On to the next one. Does the man have to like the woman more than she likes him for the relationship to work?
No.
No.
I see that a lot. I see that on
I
the
do hear
timeline a
that.
lot.
I see that too.
I don't get
But
it.
hell nah, like for most relationships, the woman gonna love you 10 times, triple million times. Like
More.
I think just naturally.
more. It's just natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You may be in love with this woman, like you really in love with this woman, but like that deeper love for women, I feel like it's stronger than men. That's what I feel.
I definitely agree, but I'm also going to say I feel like for that to happen, the man has to show that he's super interested in her.
Yeah.
For the most part. Now, it will be a lot of women that don't need to see shit and she just automatically do it for it. But for the most part, to get to what you talking about, like you gotta be putting forth effort doing, you know, what you need to do to get on your side. And she gonna go 3-4 times harder than you. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna go probably roll harder for you than your niggas are. You know what I'm saying? When she really cut for you like that. So
That's real.
I think, I think it's overall, I think it's the same. But yeah, when you get deep into it, women definitely they love super hard. I feel.
Yeah, I would definitely agree, but I think it needs to be more 50-50 because I feel like if you come into a situation and somebody feel like they doing the other one a favor, they gonna go about the relationship that way. You know what I'm saying? So every time you do some shit in your head, if you feel like you're doing them a favor, you're like, fam, you wasn't even really supposed to be here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how your mindset is gonna be when you addressing things in a relationship. And I feel like once that happens, the relationship is basically dead because you're not giving the same effort that person is giving because you feeling like, you know, I didn't have to do this. Like you could be replaced. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And like that's gonna be the dynamics of that relationship going forward, and I don't think that's healthy.
I don't think like should be added into the relationship. I think, you know, there's times where you're going to hate the other person you buy. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to like them all the time. But one person told me a long time ago, a lady said, you always not going to like them, but you will always love them.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So if you always love each other at the same, you know, the same way 50-50, you know, you still going to, I could hate you right now, but if I know you're hungry, I'm going to go out and get something to eat for you.
No matter if we're arguing or not.
If I know we didn't have an argument.
Your funky ass hungry.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? If I know we didn't have an argument, we ain't talked all day, I'm still going to find a way, you know,
Right.
Hey, come home, let's try to cool this down. Let's try to have a conversation. Hey, you want some to eat? You want some chocolate? Women love chocolate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy some chocolate, go find you some flowers. You know what I'm saying? Come home and try to, you know, work this thing out. You know, because love is a strong bond. It's a 4-letter word, the strongest 4-letter word in dictionary. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I don't think it should be built on
killed.
You shouldn't build it on like. It should be built on love, and y'all should love each other the same way equally. You know what I'm saying? And go from there.
Big facts. Big facts.
Yeah, damn, y'all boys killed that answer.
Come on, baby.
And we was quick with it.
I know, man. Precise. Okay, next one. What's the line between persistence and chasing somebody? What is that line in?
Chasing is if you always in her DM shooting your shot or vice versa, shooting your shot over and over again, and they not responding, you are chasing that.
You are chasing that. Persistent mean y'all been talking, but you just trying to put yourself in that light of I am the one. You're being persistent, like you're being consistent with doing what you're supposed to do.
Right.
There's a difference.
You always y'all. She give me a chance. Y'all going on dates. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go hang out. Y'all go to the movies. You know what I'm saying? You trying to show, hey, this is what I'm about. You trying to show him this is what I'm about. You persistent of your actions and what you're doing. You're consistent.
Now, if y'all done been on 18 dates and all that type of shit, and you still ain't sniffed the ass, bro, she got you chasing her, bro.
That's different.
She finessed you into chasing her, bro. You need to learn that too, fellas. This is a lot. This game can go both ways.
You can go from persistent to chasing in a quick second.
That's real talk.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you need to leverage your finesse when you doing all this shit, man. Like, come on, baby. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like chasing is like when you break your moral code.
That's true.
To pursue somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us got a moral code. We got a list of things that okay, when it gets here, this shit is too far. I'm not doing anything over this line to try to get that woman's attention. But I feel like chasing is like when it ain't no line. You know what I'm saying?
I will go broke.
Straight up.
What Cole say? I killed myself for $1 million.
But that's real though. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gotta have a code. Everybody gotta have a limit. You know what I'm saying? And what be crazy about this is the people that be chasing don't even realize when you get with that person, they are not what you had them hyped up to be in your head.
They are not
man.
worth the pedestal. They're not worth the pedestal you put them on.
Real rap, bro.
They're not worth that, bro.
It's like a lot of times you don't even find that out until you finally get them after they done fell from their peak or whatever, and you get with them and be like, damn, this the person I was doing all that for?
And for a man, once you chase her down for all them years, and she finally have a
That's real.
For a man, once you finally chase her down after all them years and you have a baby with her and she puts you on child support, you've been fucked, boy. You let her fall all the way out of her prime, have a child with your ass, and take all your money. You's a sucker.
Yeah, man. These chicks be boring as hell, bro. Boring as hell. Don't read into the and a lot of these dudes be boring as hell too.
That's right.
Just a lot of them be chasing niggas with money, but they don't have no personality.
Chasing these athletes, chasing niggas that, scammers, whatever you want to call them. Niggas with a lot of money. Just chasing them and getting played the whole time. Just chasing, hoping they bite down, and they don't. Mm-hmm. And now you getting played, you getting finessed, and you looking out here wild and crazy. Your heart hurt, your feelings hurt.
That shit crazy.
I would say the difference for me between persistence and chasing. For chasing, I would say would be with you giving 3, 4, 5 more times amount of effort than the other person is. You know what I'm saying? Like that person texting you, you texting them every morning, good morning, this and that, trying to have a conversation. They never texting you in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You sending them messages or, whatever it is. Like, it's just different ways. But if you always doing the most and doing extra, doing too much more than the other person is, you chasing.
Otis, how you be chasing? Give us how you be chasing.
I don't. First off, I don't chase.
Trying to lure him into that. How you be chasing?
Oh, don't chase.
Oh, my bad.
I walk. I walk
Swiftly.
You speed walk. You walking like Michael
Player
Myers.
walk. I got my stroll to get what I want. We don't chase.
My stroll so soft it look like my leg broke.
Shit, I'm like, you like Michael Myers? How he take his time? He just be walking,
But he always get there.
always get there.
Motherfucker
Baby.
be full sprinting. This nigga show up in the next scene right in front of us with the knife.
They got teleportation machine.
Straight up, baby. I'm
real
here.
rap.
Just know I'm here.
All right, on to the last one. Do men have too low of expectations coming into a relationship? And if so, why?
I was thinking about this.
Going into the relationship?
Going into
No.
a relationship. Do
Going
men
into a
have-
relationship, no. But once we get in it, hell yeah. I think that shit just goes away.
Speak
For
to
the most
that.
part, because like we'll have our ideal woman, whatever. Okay, so let's say we get her, we're in a relationship with her. So now, like we talk about all the time, now we got that woman. Now what we do, it's all about making her happy. We can give a damn about anything else.
Right.
As long as she happy, as long as I got my roof over my head, I got the whip, you know what I'm saying? As long as baby happy,
I'm cool.
That's it. I'm
Happy
cool.
wife, happy life. That's what they
You know what I'm saying? And instead of us focusing on ourselves also, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I need this, I need that. Sometimes need a little reinsurance, but what you do sometimes you step out, go talk to one of them females that's gonna listen to you. She gonna dome you up as soon as you walk in. You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute.
You know what I'm talking about, Kenny.
No.
Trying to drag my man in.
So you didn't just tell me.
Wait a minute.
So you didn't just tell me.
Kenny know about that. Ain't that right, Kenny? Whoa. Wait a minute.
That looked like that nigga was walking in the door by himself. That nigga reached in. I'm done with this shit. I just grabbed Kenny's neck, boy.
Oh my God. Okay,
No,
man.
I don't know
Y'all
what
what
you're
I
talking
mean.
about.
You know
We'll go
what I
in
mean.
that.
You know what I mean? So yeah, but like that, you get in that relationship, everything is good. You focus on pleasing her, and it just becomes all about her. You know what I'm saying? It don't really, you don't focus on the man too much, like we talked about the last episode. So, we definitely need to change that some, because the women that do take care of those men, you know what I'm saying? I know they happy because I've seen it. I've seen it plenty of times. Whenever that woman reciprocates that energy from the man, she get whatever she wants.
True. Very,
Whatever.
very true.
Every time. And they got trust too. So
Yeah, I think men still do have low expectations when they come into a relationship. I still think they do. I do agree with Otis that we should do it that way, but I still think that we don't have high expectations for women.
Fact.
And in a sense, it's kind of degrading almost. We don't think highly of women, like they can provide what we need when we need them. We just think that we can provide everything we need for ourselves and for them at the same time, and that's anchoring us down in the process.
That's
so
real.
We really should change that. So,
but
I think our only really, your only expectation really most of the time is like, does she look good? Does she fit?
Can she cook?
Can she cook?
Does she breathe?
Does she have a good enough job that where she can, pay her little bills? You know what I'm saying? And that's it, really. You know what I'm saying? Can I handle her attitude? Can we talk? Can we have a conversation? That's it.
Right.
Yeah, because we think about all that. Damn, can I handle her attitude? Do I make enough to provide for me and her?
We don't look at the side like, okay, if I go down, what can she help us out? You know what I'm saying? Can she provide for both sides? You know what I'm saying?
Initially, we don't.
If you know, if I need some kind of stability in my life, can she do that for me? Like if I'm having a meltdown mentally, can she do that for me? We really don't look at that part.
Yeah, what if you want to take a break for a month? You know, because a lot of times in a relationship, they'll take a break or something, and you just
they'll hit you with that, baby. I'm just tired of working, man. I'm stressed out and all that shit. And then
can you do
all
that?
Niggas? I don't know one nigga that said, "Nah, your ass gonna keep working." All niggas that I know,
baby. Do your thing.
Hey, baby, look, it's good. I got it.
That's the man side of us,
because he know that's gonna help.
We got to provide. We got to make sure that she's chasing her career. Because honestly, I think we feel like we're like hampering her career. Like we're supposed to be responsible for her obtaining her biggest part of her career.
That's true.
On the cool.
Hey, but let a nigga do that. Hey, babe, look, I want to go back to school, man. This shit gonna take me a year or two to get this shit done, man. I want to stop working. I need you to hold it down, nigga. She might leave you right there.
Yeah,
she might leave you right there.
Yeah, I think we really do have low expectations when we come into it.
I would agree. I think men have low expectations coming to the relationship because of our own ego and bravado.
Facts.
When we come into the situation, like for one, men are not used to asking for help on things. We really feel like we can just carry it.
Especially black men.
Right, on our back. And why is because, just like Smooth said, as black men, that's what we have the task of doing. Just taking just fucked up situations and feeling like we can turn them into greatness. You know what I'm saying? So just like Kenny said, as long as she come in and she look good and, you know, she nasty and, you know, she's, you know, cool and, you know, she's cool to talk to, we feel like, okay, that's good enough.
And then on top of that, like with us men, we like, fuck all that, man. We don't want people to be able to hold shit over our head.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
You know
that's a main goal.
Especially in the black community, man. We got a problem. We got a big problem with when we help somebody out, we hold it over their head when they make us mad or we go in a bad place and they not really in position to help us out. You know what I'm saying? Like we try to hold that over somebody. Like that shit fucked up. I never really got that. You know what I'm saying? I always, if I extend my hand, I don't expect nothing in return. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I'm able to extend my hand, I was able to give it anyway.
Exactly.
I was supposed to give it anyway. That's how I look at it. I was supposed to give it to you if I can extend my hand to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't expect nothing back. But in our community, that's why a lot of us do not ask for help, bro.
True.
And we don't ask for help from our own parents because we don't want to be in position to say for somebody to say, I told you so, or hey, I told you to do it this way, or hang it over your head. Oh, I did this for you, you can't do this. Like, nah, we'd rather go through the struggle of goddamn fighting all them battles to do it ourselves than have somebody hang it over our head.
That's it.
You think that's why it's, you know, off subject kind of like they say men are intimidated by women with higher career fields and stuff like that because we go
that plays into the psyche of it too.
Lower career fields, so that's our expectations. Like say if we made our expectations where women had to be making the same amount as us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, bringing this kind of energy towards a relationship. You know, that makes them seem almost like a dominant woman.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, does that like hurt us in the long run when we say, hey?
Yeah, I think so. I think men have a yearning to be needed.
Yeah,
to be honest, and a lot of us won't really.
Our nature,
right? It's in our nature. We feel like, you know, when we get our girl, we don't come into it with the right mindset. We don't come into it like you should, which is like, this is my partner.
Yeah,
exactly.
And we're gonna do everything together. It's more so we come into like, okay, I'm the man. I'm gonna lead. I need you to support me while I lead. Exactly. And a lot of times those relationships falter.
A lot.
And it's not until, you know, you get a couple years in, hit some bumps and bruises or whatever, and then realize, okay, this shit'll go way smoother if I respected her on the level as my equal partner.
Hey, because I tell my wife, man, I say, man, I don't want you to look at it like I'm the head of this shit.
Yeah.
I don't ever want you to look at it like that. We're a team.
Right.
Now, like, I want you right beside of me. Like when I take a step, we both done took a step.
Right.
If you take a step, we both done took a step. You get what I'm saying? Like everything falls under the same umbrella. But a lot of men, like, they have a need to be needed. Like most men want a woman to need them. A lot of men want to control a woman. So they need to be needed instead of wanting to be there. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like if women just start dating on a level of, nigga, I don't need you, I want you here, that'll change the dynamics of the relationship so quick. And the marriage shit'll go, the divorce rate will go down, marriages will be more happier because now the dude got a relief of, I ain't gotta be carrying this shit by myself. You You get what I'm saying? And that be the problem with dudes. We hold all that shit in when we got to carry it all. But when we don't, it's a relief because you like, damn, I can take risks. I can fall a little bit.
I can do
and
more.
I know she can handle it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you the head and your significant other ain't making as much, that shit get tough when the head starts slipping. Because now that lavish lifestyle, y'all can't live no more. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I think about it.
Yeah, I had a small pivot, just real quick, but it's still relatively the same. So since y'all in a relationship, y'all are married. So women will say they want a man to lead, want to be in the head of the household. Y'all talked about partnerships, okay? And so I've been in situations where before I make a decision, I'm gonna bring it to you. Hey, what do you think about this? You know what I'm saying? But I've also been in situations where it'll be, oh, well, you just do it. Just why you always asking me about it? Why you always asking? And I'm like, because it's a us. Like, I don't want to just come in and say, this is what we doing. This is where we going all the time. Or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the big decision is, I want your input because it's about us. I don't want you to think I'm being selfish or controlling, nothing like that. So what's y'all take on that? Like, as far as that balance, is it the woman? Is every woman different? Because like I said, sometimes you can bring it to them and they'll be receptive of it, but then sometimes they just want you to just do the shit.
My take on it is a lot of women come into the relationship with the complete opposite as far as wrong mindset. What we have, they come from it with a wrong mindset, but it's just from their perspective. The same way men come into a situation and say, okay, I feel like I can carry this thing on my back. I just need just a little bit. A lot of women come into a situation, okay, I'm looking to meet a man to take all of the burden off of my shoulders, the decision making, the important shit or whatever. Like I'll give a little bit of input, but I want you to take care of the hard shit.
That's fact.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like that's healthy. The same way I don't feel like it's healthy for a man to come in feeling like we can just carry the whole thing on our back, because eventually resentment is going to build. As the man, men are expected to lead, but if we feel like we not getting no help at all in these important decisions from you, or we not getting no valuable input, or then we get to having resentment, because it's like, okay, what are you providing to this relationship? Why am I here?
Actually bring to the table.
Right. Why do I need you?
Watching some kids. Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
And in 2020, that don't work, baby.
Yeah.
Shit costs too much. Shit costs too much out here, bro.
Man, people need to have teamwork mindset, bro. It ain't all that traditional values bullshit need to go out the window. We not in traditional times.
Hell no. Shit costs money now. It take a two income household nowadays.
Fact.
I mean, because everybody wants to live lavish. I mean,
everybody wants to have nice cars. Everybody
nice
wants a big
house,
stupid ass house,
crazy wedding. Crazy this. They want to stunt a little bit. So I mean, it's gonna take two people unless somebody's a millionaire.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if he's a millionaire, he's a millionaire, so you still want to stunt.
That ain't gonna work because most millionaires don't stay married because they married the wrong woman.
So
the wrong man.
You got to come into a 2-person partnership and make every decision together. And I mean, it's some things you should do on your own. Like dates and stuff like that. You should have to access.
And on the back
big
end
decisions, financial decisions, movements of how you want to move daily. Yeah, just.
And on the back end of it, there's some more coaching for y'all, man, that inspired to be married, bro. On the back end of it, if you got somebody that don't need you there, when y'all get a divorce, most likely it won't be an ugly divorce. It'll be fair. I don't need your 401k. I don't need this. I got my own shit, because they got shit to lose too. I don't need the child support. My life ain't gonna stop because you left, and vice versa. Versus somebody that you paying for everything and you taking care of their life when they leave you, especially if they just there to finesse you for 20 years, they taking your 401k, alimony, and if y'all got a child, you going on child support, all this shit. So you still gonna have to pay for this woman lifestyle, and she gonna have a whole nother nigga fucking her down. So you better choose wisely with these women, especially if you're gonna have a prosperous goddamn career. You better make sure she got something too. That way, if the shit goes sour, she got something to lose as well.
Well, see, I think
I don't know about that.
That's all
because women, if they invested their time and they feel embarrassed almost. You know what I'm saying? They got to go through all that, so they gonna take something with them if they.
Yeah, but if she got something to lose, it's a marriage. What people get lost in when we see people getting divorced nowadays, most of the time it be one sided. Oh man, this nigga got to come off this, he got to come off that. That's because most of the time their wife ain't working. Their wife, they ain't got no job, they ain't got nothing.
And that's like the number one is financial reasons, huh?
Exactly.
But when
One
it
is financial, two is
when
infidelity.
she got something to lose, she got her own. She got a great career. She got her own business. She ain't trying to give you no piece of that because it's a marriage now. It's a true marriage now. So if I gotta give you my 401k, you've been putting yours in here for 10 years too. I need half of that too.
I think it depends on how that marriage ended.
That's all about.
That's
to
true
get
too.
into.
What was
If
the
she
reason
caught you
why it-
cheating and all that,
You
then
done.
that go off the table.
You done.
That go off the table.
Yeah, but I
ain't
mean
gonna lie to you.
the fact of the matter is that you leaving out raw emotion.
Yeah.
Again, money and finances and all of that shit is cool, but the reason that most marriages end is because it was foul play on one side or the other. So a lot of times it ain't even about me going after your money. It's me getting back at you for what you did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a petty situation. And especially if she got her own money, that means that she has like a power dynamic. I mean, a power complex as well. If she's successful just like you are. And if you've been around successful people, powerful people that got money, it's about dick measuring 24/7. Like it's all egos clashing. You know what I'm saying? So if this marriage ended on some foul play, which most do, rarely ever does the motherfucker sit down and say, you know what, man, we just don't fit. We just gonna go our separate ways, man. We just, you keep yours, I keep. It don't end like that. A lot of times it end with some cheating. It end with some, just some scandalous shit. And in the process of that, emotions come into play. And all of that finance and money shit, none of that matter. It's about getting back at your ass for what you did.
Exactly,
know what
but
I'm saying?
it's also about what you can prove in court. Yeah, I cheated. That's real.
That's true.
Yeah, I cheated in real life, but do you have it on camera? Do you have it on video?
I tell you,
We just getting I don't know what she talking about, Judge. We just getting a divorce.
if a man got caught cheating, they don't care. He
Nah, it's what you can prove,
Because
for
men
real.
save they shit. We don't know how to hide shit.
That's
in
real.
our phone.
Women cheat and delete.
Women cheat.
Men will
Cheat
save
and
some
delete.
bullshit in the phone like it's a trophy. Like they're gonna be able to cash it in later.
Women
or
will
something.
delete that shit out their head.
It's a fact.
Literally, they will forget it ever happened.
That's real.
Who are you?
So if you living scandalous out here, baby, you better tie your new.
Straight up, man. On that note, we're gonna get into the advice column. She's so scandalous. Okay, first question is from Rihanna again, Patreon member.
Goddamn me, Rihanna. Rihanna. I said Rihanna.
Okay, question is, how long does it take to see a man for who he is, or him to show who he really is beyond the I'm trying to make a good impression phase? How long does it typically take to like see who a dude really is instead of the nigga that he projecting?
2-3 months of you analyzing. 2 months to me. I ain't gonna say 3 months. 2 months.
That should be.
About 2 months of you analyzing, because that
enough.
first couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be fairy tale on both sides.
True.
But
It's a fact.
but after that, when all that shit fade, it's what you like. Remember what he told you at first. Remember that. All that shit, you need to remember that. Take mental notes. That way, when shit start getting questionable.
Yeah. Shit, yeah. Shit go.
When
Yeah.
shit start getting questionable.
Yeah.
then you will know. Then you will know. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, that shit to start crumbling. Oh, girl, goddamn me, I'm a pilot. But that nigga really, goddamn, he do security at the airport. Them checks ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really do your own work. Oh, I'm a RN.
Security at HEB.
But that tag say nurse's aid. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Always getting on the nurses.
Always on the nurses.
Because
They gonna get smooth
they
about it one
no. Hey, I ain't hating on them, but a lot of them be lying about their career. Oh, I'm a RN. No, baby, you're a nurse's aide. You make minimum wage. There's a difference. There's a difference from $37 to $7.45. Stop.
Wait a minute.
That's a difference. That's a difference.
How long does it take?
For a man to reveal himself, who he really is.
I would say, really, that's tough. Roughly 2 months. I'll say like smooth, roughly about a month or two. But what I will say is, give him like the leeway to for that time. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, tell him what you want up front, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Lay your rules out, and then let him do what he want to do. See if he stay within those guidelines. Don't check him. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Do none of that stuff. See what he'll do. See if he'll try to stay within those parameters or try to test you. If he tries to test you, then I feel like that kind of let you, know all you need to know. If he respecting everything you saying and moving how you move and like that, then I feel like that's a You know what I'm saying? You'll see he more serious about you. But if he's testing those parameters and everything like that, I mean, you know, if you interested in him, I mean, because you'll still, guys will be on the, you know, on the fence. You know, we'll do that in the dating stage, especially early. Yeah. But if you're serious about him, you know, press him a little bit, tell him you're interested, and then go from there.
Hey, and one more thing, ladies, do not let dick blind you.
Good luck with that.
Let good dick
Unless you're talking to Kenny
blind you.
T.
Well,
Who? Who? What the little?
these niggas is on my ass. God damn. A lot of women get blinded by good dick and they don't realize a nigga ain't shit until like 6-7 months later, but they already be too deep and they don't leave. So don't get blinded by no dick, baby.
It's a fact. Don't let him blind you. While he giving you dick.
Dick was so good, I was Stevie Wonder.
We laughing, but that's the main reason most of them stay and keep getting finessed.
in the sky.
I love, hey,
I want to add another body.
damn. Yeah, time limit, I would say it just depends on how close attention you paying. A lot of women don't really be paying attention. They be, you know, seeing what they want to see instead of looking at what's in front of them. Yep. You got dudes out here that'll reveal themselves pretty quickly. Yep. If you pay attention, you gonna know his intentions for you. If he really likes you or he really feeling you, you gonna notice a different level of urgency. Especially if you giving the situation the proper distance that you should. Then you gonna notice the urgency coming from his end. But a lot of times women don't give that proper distance that they should. When they like a guy, they be head first, dive in. I want to talk to you all day. I want to spend every minute. Well, I mean, it's hard to gauge somebody if you know, looking at it from a selfish perspective, what you can gain out of it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need to just step back and just watch what the hell is going on in front of you. Like, you know, instead of making yourself so available for him all the time, just, you know, chill sometime. Be like, nah, I ain't, you know, I'm tied up today, or I can't do it today. And you're gonna notice a different level of urgency in him, or you're gonna notice him just, you know, keep pushing like you don't matter. and
if
you
busy,
go get your answer.
If you busy, okay, when the next time can you hang out?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or if he just let it be, and then he don't try to set up something else for another 2-3 weeks.
That means that there's your answer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're not high on the priority list. Kicking it with you don't really matter to me. You just here. You're one of the options. So, you know, again, there's no specific time if you paying as close of attention as you should be.
My bad. Smooth just got quiet because his team lost. He over here saying.
They lost. They was on 3-yard line and lost. But anyways.
Fuck ass Patriots.
Patriots.
Fuck ass Patriots.
I don't know. I'm kind of varied between everybody. If he doesn't set his intentions there up front about what he wants, and you feel like he's trying to play you to get what he wants, you should sit back and listen and read his actions. Basically, everybody's going to test the waters. I don't care who you are. You're going to test the waters. You're going to test how they going to move, how they going to react to what you say, just to see how it is. So if they don't abide by what you say you want and you are straightforward with it, you know what I'm saying? When they test you and you don't just cut that shit off right then and there and they still come back with it, then you already know, okay, they said they was with this, but they really not. And that's when you cut it off. Don't think that's like, you know what I'm saying, if they do something that's foul to, and I'm not saying like foul, like really foul that offends you offensively, but it's foul to what you stand for. Right. You know what I'm saying? You already let your intentions know that you wasn't about this, and they still come back again with it. Then you already know they trying to test you. They gonna keep on testing you until they get what they want, and you need to shut that shit down. To me, and I think that's gonna happen if y'all talking at least 2 or 3 times a week. Because when you start talking to somebody, y'all at least text at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh yeah, at least
I think you're gonna know that within the first month. Because there's really not that much you can talk about every day for 3 times a week.
Yeah, I agree.
So I say at least within the first month, you're gonna know what type of time they on and what they vibing with.
Especially if you're spending time with them. Now, if you only texting this person, if you've only texted them 5-6 times in this 2-month period, nah, come on now.
Right, 5-6 times, and y'all really ain't really ain't talking,
exactly.
but
right.
There's like talking. There's talking where y'all text each other. Y'all might slip up and have sex. Then there's dating where y'all are texting daily, y'all going out, y'all have sex, but y'all still not exclusive to each other. Then there's exclusive dating, where y'all just cut everybody else off and it's just y'all two. Mm-hmm. And then there's boyfriend and girlfriend, where it's, hey, we are set in stone. It's us,
Right.
and we're gonna vibe with it. So yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, I agree, man. I tweeted something the other day. I said space puts things into perspective pretty quickly, which is why, you know, I said in my answer, you need to give people space. Now, that's not saying that, you know, you hit them once a week or whatever, but like, don't be the all day, every day texting, calling type of person, fam, because it's not like that. You're not gonna get a realistic perspective on what's going on. And for two, you're gonna burn him out and run him away. You know, regardless, it's just about like maintaining your leverage. We speak about leverage on this thing all the time. I can't stress enough how important that is, man.
Message.
It's real, bro.
Either they don't know or they don't
show. Just don't care about what's going on in the hood, man.
What the
Damn.
Hey, you don't know about that's classic. That's classic.
That's facts, though, man.
But yeah, okay. On that note, man, we're gonna move on to the next one. Y'all gonna make me watch that when we get up out of
have a problem.
Okay, the next one is from Danielle Jones, another Patreon
What's
member.
up, Danielle?
What's happening?
Danielle says, I have a question, not anonymous.
Anonymous shit.
No anonymous
No
shit.
anonymous
Shout out
shit.
to Bryce.
That's going on the back of a hat.
Got to. You've talked about legacy on the show. How important is it for each panel member to be able to have children with their significant other wife? And how would each panel member respond to meeting a young lady who could not have children?
Say it again.
Repeat
the question like somebody said.
Kitty, I always want to repeat the question.
Okay. First question she asked was, how important is it for each member of the crew to be able to have children with their significant other? And how would each member of the crew respond to meeting a young lady who could not have children?
For me, it is extremely important that we have a baby together. It's extremely. Because you the woman I chose, you know what I'm saying? You the woman that I chose to start this shit off with. So I feel like my blood and your blood should be, you know what I'm saying, like carrying this shit on after us. You get what I'm saying? Now, if she couldn't have kids and I fell in love with this woman and I knew that off the rip, then I would make plans to talk to her about having a surrogate. You know what I'm saying? And adopt her. Because me, I am a strong believer in I want my bloodline to carry on. You get what I'm saying? That I can care less if it's a girl or a boy. Luckily, I got a boy off the rip, but I could have cared less. But I am a believer in that. You get what I'm saying? My bloodline should walk this earth forever. That's how great we are. You know what I'm saying? It's me involved. So I understand.
I'm still getting y'all, nigga.
Hey, so I understand what you're asking, and it's not a problem to a real man. Because a real man, if you tell them that, if a woman tells them that off the rip and they choose to be with you and they choose to goddamn start a family with your motherfucking ass, everything that I just said, a surrogate and adopted, is going to be on the table. That's just off the rip. If she can't have kids and she want to have kids. You get what I'm saying? Because as soon as you get them kids under your household, they're going to get their name changed and they're going to be treated like they're your actual kids that you birthed. So, and then if you have a closed case, they won't even know. You get what I'm saying? So it don't matter. It don't really matter.
Mine be quick, man. I definitely want to have kids. Mine is just about having kids with the right person. That's it. That's just what mine came down to. You know what I'm saying? So very selective about where I put my private areas. So
Shoot that little fucking gun. That ain't.
I got that ball. But anyway,
God.
but then if I met somebody that couldn't have kids, I mean, similar to Smooth, I mean, we could talk about it. That's definitely my preference to have, be with someone that is able to have kids. But, if I like enough and, I see where it's going, yeah, I mean, we could definitely look into other possibilities and opportunities. But I mean, it's different though. 'Cause I personally would want to go through the process with my woman, her being pregnant and, her waking up in the middle of the night. I kind of want to experience shit like that. So that's going to be hard. That'll be hard doing that with somebody that's not your woman. So I am open. So yes, I am open to it, but my preferred route would be someone that could?
I might get some heat for this. How important is the legacy? Super important. Would I date a woman that couldn't have kids? No. And the reason being is because, like, again, speaking of what O just said, like having a baby, now that I have one, the whole process of it brings y'all closer together, to be honest. It's like nothing can like replicate that. Like even if we go to surrogate route or we get the third parties involved, adoption and all the different things, in my head, I'm still gonna feel like that's not how I envisioned it going. Mm-hmm. And that's just my preference. You know what I'm saying? Now, they have people out here that don't want to have kids. Mm-hmm. Or they got people out here that's, you know, that's open to it. Me, I'm not. I think that process is such a sacred thing that it would be absolutely necessary for me to embark on it with my woman. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and nobody else involved. Yes. That's just my opinion.
So what if you're already married, you know, you don't find out, you know, nobody goes to the doctor and finds out if they can have kids or not. You're married, and later on down the line, you find out, you know, y'all been trying for 2-3 years, you find out that she can't have kids. Are you going to leave her or?
That is a hell of a question. But
I mean, because I know you stand still on it. So I mean,
yeah. I would kind of like it's ways to get that known and sorted out before y'all get to that point. Like if a woman can't have kids, she's gonna have some kind of inclination of it. Women go to the hospital way more than we do, 10 times more than we do.
I don't think there's an inclination of it because women stay on birth control, and you know, there's women, you know, I mean, no woman goes to the doctor and says, you know, before they get married or got to talk to, say, hey, can I have kids? Are my eggs good? Because they really don't know.
I think they do.
You know,
they
don't know, bro.
Go to the gynecologist. You don't think
gynecologist is not going to tell them if they can have kids or not.
That's true.
They're not doing that for that.
But
there's plenty of women out there that's, you know, they've been trying to have kids for over and over, and then they find out, you know, they go get their eggs tested, you know, just like men, they got to go get their sperm tested, see if they can have kids, you know?
Yeah.
I think some people know early. For the most part, I think they have an idea, though.
I'm about to give you a perfect example. I'm not going to say her name, but I know a woman that was told she couldn't have kids because they looked on the inside, looked at her uterus and saw a bunch of damage and different things like that. They told her she could not have kids. Now, she ended up having 2, but it goes to say that there's some inclinations. There's some things that they can look at and say, okay, the percentage of you having a child is not high. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of women know that. Most women know that. You know what I'm saying? Now, unless you're trying to, you know, you out here fucking 17, 18, 19, okay, but we 30. And when we get to talking about marriage, that mean, okay, I'm 25 to 30. So you done been to that doctor enough times to where if something is wrong, you gonna know it.
Hopefully.
I don't know. I think we might need a woman on the stands for that.
What about you?
Yeah.
Me, I would like to have a kid, you know, further on my legacy, you know, my name and everything, but it's not a deal breaker for me, you know, because I feel like a kid is a blessing. Not everybody's able to have kids.
True.
That's real.
You know, and like me, I'm 30. I don't have no kids yet. I've been married. I done all that. I've been took some crazy situations. You know what I'm saying? It comes to a point to where, okay, can I have kids? You know, you go through that thought process. Can I have kids? As a man, if I'm, you know what I'm saying? You try to see if you're able to have kids or not at the age I'm at now. So I don't think it's like a deal breaker if she can't have kids. I'm open to adopting. I'm open to have a surrogate, you know, or other ways around it. But it's not, I'm just going to leave her because I can't go through, you know, like B said, it's that sacred situation to where she's pregnant. She's, you know, she has to go through that body transformation. She has to go through all those long nights. She has to go through all those long nights with her, you know. I think you can still kind of get emotion, like build that kind of stability with your wife whenever you have a kid that's not yours. You learn to love somebody else.
That's real.
A different way.
Yeah.
You know? I feel it from both sides. I feel it.
But and then also just to touch on it, I think like, because a lot of relationships fail because, say for instance, the woman may not want to have kids and the man do.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then you get in a situation and trying to change that.
And then she don't change and she's staying firm on what she's saying, and that ends up causing resentment later down the line. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of feel like that would happen with me. Even if I did really love her and I really liked her, in my head, I'm still thinking, man, I want to have kids. I want to have a kid of my own. You know what I'm saying? So that shit gonna eat away at me.
What if she allowed you, she was like, all right, look, we both can pick the woman. You can have a baby with her.
Necessary.
And that'll be our baby.
I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that because again, I want that to be between me and her. I don't want to have no outside external parties involved in it.
Okay.
She got to schedule visits. Like, what if she don't want to come see you? If she too busy, or you got to worry about what she eating. You know what I'm saying? Like that's instead of you being
But I think you still go through that process because I mean, just even as worried as you are, your wife is still gonna be like,
yeah, because she's actually in the process.
Yeah,
with you.
what are you really? You know
what I'm saying?
But it's not her.
I understand.
Yeah,
it,
it's not her, but she obviously she can't have a kid, so she still wants the kid to be as her own, you know. So she's still gonna look out. Hey, I want this to work.
Exactly.
I've already tried everything I could in my life to have a kid. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm breaking myself down because she already has to let another woman birth her child.
Right.
Exactly.
That's true.
So
too.
she's definitely gonna be on top
So
of you.
on
Know
her
what I'm saying?
end,
I never thought about that.
You got to think
Damn,
about it
Kenny.
on her end, like
I thought about that
like
too.
damn, this not even for you. It's not as hard for you, but for her it's 10 times harder. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And again, I'm not indicting her for that.
Yeah.
At all. I'm just saying that I would prefer to be in this situation. That's not saying that there's nothing wrong with you or y'all down here. You're just not for me.
I feel you.
That's it.
That's it.
I feel you.
Yeah. That's it.
You ain't wrong. And you
know
ain't
what I'm saying?
wrong.
So you're saying you're gonna leave her if she can't?
Yes, he's saying he's gonna leave.
Y'all 3 years into y'all marriage, and she say I can't have kids. I went to the doctor and he said I can't have kids. You gonna say, well, sorry, sayonara.
I used to love you.
Oh my God.
Got to be more careful.
On to the next one, man. Let me see. Hey boys, recently.
Matter of fact, I might need to get my sperm checked. God damn it.
You might need to.
You too, Otis.
Maybe you're just not long enough.
I got that.
Maybe I'm too long. No. I'm passing up though.
I got that dope dick.
It's hard when you
They come back.
top of a chest.
They come back
Okay.
like crack in the 80s, baby.
Hey boys. Hey.
Hey boys. Pause.
Big pause.
Hi guys. Hey boys. Recently, while my wife and I were physically intimate with each other, she moaned out a.
Oh,
Oh, damn. Oh yeah, we gonna light this one up.
Hold on.
Start over.
Rewind.
I ain't expect that.
Wait.
Hold on.
Man said, "Hey boys."
Yeah, you start off with "Hey boys."
Hey boys.
That's
Hold
why
on.
she yelled at another
Run
nigga.
that
Oh,
back.
my bad.
Run that back. We gotta run that
That's
back.
their slang,
Like
man.
that
That's
Meek
they
Mill.
slang. I'm not gonna
okay.
knock it for. I'm not gonna knock it for
that
the
back.
slang. Hey boys. Recently, while my wife and I were physically intimate with each other, she moaned out another man's name. We both ignored it. I pretended I never heard it and kept going.
Well, she damn sure ignored it. What's she supposed to say? Oh, that's not you.
No. Jeff.
Oh my God.
Time out, nigga.
Okay, he says, I pretended I never heard it and kept going. And she didn't bring it up.
You finished?
He say, I tried to convince myself that it was just a slip of the tongue. But the problem is that
How can you slip by saying Jeff?
Hey, man, I'm sorry, man. Hey,
Kitty does not sound like Smooth.
Tyrone.
I got to start reading these questions before we get on the pod.
My
Straight
name
up.
is Steven. How you get
This is
Tyrone
funny.
from Steven?
This is wild.
Damn.
Dog, get through the question, man.
Okay.
I can tell you right now.
I tried to convince myself that it was just a slip of the tongue, but the problem is that I know the man she said. He is someone she works with, but they have never physically met because he primarily works from home and they only communicate with each other online. So it's been eating away at me for a while now, and I don't know how to bring up the subject to her. My wife and I have been together for 12 years, have 3 beautiful boys, and we have never had a huge falling out during the length of our relationship.
I think you really should sit down and talk to her about that. Like, hey, this has been eating up at me. For real. Last time we had an altercation when we was having sex, you yelled out another man's name.
What the fuck was you thinking?
What is
was
that
his
about?
dick in your mouth?
I know who it is. I know this is the guy you work with. What's the situation?
Okay.
Where we going?
And how you know they never met?
Okay, Kenny, help. Okay.
He said because she works majority from home.
Okay, he could have flew out and she could have went out one night and got that thing.
Kenny,
Or what?
how should he present it to her? Like, Should it be over dinner? Should it be just in the living room?
Fuck that. We
chilling?
not about to be in no cool space when I'm bringing up another nigga name.
How should it be? How would y'all, if y'all was in that position?
I think it should be, you know, the kids
you
should
was
be
in that position.
The kids should be asleep or over having
It should be gone,
sleep
bro,
over
'cause it's
somewhere.
about to be a big argument,
And
and,
then-
I'm gone. I gotta move now. This house ain't for me. It's for whoever you. It's for Franklin. It's for Franklin.
And
man.
you should sit down. You've been with this woman for 12 years. Y'all have 3 kids together. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, you know, you say she's a loving wife. She never gave you the temptation to think that she stepped out on you.
reason.
You know what I'm saying? So you should really sit down and say, hey,
Fuck
this is what happened. What happened? What's the situation?
B saying
Get
she
the-
been sleazing this whole time, been very good at it.
For real.
I know what
And
he's
that-
thinking.
and that could- and that
she
could-
just been
she
very good at it for 12
She been
years.
fucking around for 12 years, bro. Like that would be going through my head, bro.
You know what's some fucked up shit?
That could be a situation, but like I said, there's known fact that women
Smooth.
think of other men while they're having sex with their man.
This shit reminds me of the shit that Smooth told us about the other day. Nigga might want to get them kids checked.
That's real. You might want to get your kids checked. 3 kids, 12 years. She hollering out another nigga name. Go get that blood. Hey, go get that DNA test, bro. Don't
Just
be no
saying.
fool.
I ain't saying, but I'm saying.
Hey, go get that DNA test, bro.
That's my opinion.
Hey, we know,
know.
we know,
I'm not
hey,
jumping ship
we know
all-
people
all
that
jump.
been married, that's been doing their thing out here, and them
years.
kids ain't for them, and all that type of shit. I know a couple, bro. Don't be fooled out here.
I'm just saying, don't save that shit and build that shit up because
Bro.
one time that you already boiling up on
Hey,
fire,
and
You about
before
to
you
explode,
ask-
and then when she does something little,
Exactly.
it's gonna make you explode and do something that you really don't want to do.
Hey, before you ask, you need to get them kids checked right then and there. That way you can have a peace of mind on that, boy. You got a peace of mind. You need to go to Walgreens, go get that kit, bro. You gonna have to pay for 3 of them bitches.
Can
know
you
what I'm saying?
imagine?
They $200 a piece.
You dicking her down.
Bro, can you imagine them kids coming back and one of them not for him, 2 of them not for him?
Can we have a moment of silence?
Bro.
B, what's your opinion?
He got it marinating. I know
Bro.
he been marinating.
Fuck
over
no,
there.
bro. That
That
ain't your family. That's his
your
family.
valid opinion. We're not talking about your 1-year marriage, your 2-year marriage, 3-year marriage. We're talking about 12 years in.
12 years, bro.
12 years, B.
You know what I'm saying?
We had a discussion on the last podcast, and we said that I think it was Kenny said that women will take some shit to the grave.
They will.
With them. They've been together 12 years. They got 3 kids together. For you to say another man's name while y'all having sex, I don't feel like that's something that just slips out.
Hell no.
I feel like, again, a lot of time when you having sex, people say a lot of things that they may not really mean. They may intend, but they don't really mean. Like, I love you, and you the best, and this is yours, and you come in me, and all of that. You feel me? But for you to say another man's name, what that would bring to my mind is that you cheating, he done hit, or you have had intimate thoughts about smashing him.
It's on your conscience.
You've been masturbating and saying his name. Like, that's not
Something like, yeah.
like that like what you say during sex is repetition. I ain't just about to be laying down and say Barbara. That's not
Barbara?
You know what I'm saying? It's just what? No.
Letitia.
So how should he go about the situation? You know what I'm saying? We're not saying, we're not going to allude to her cheating. We're just going to say, how does he handle the situation?
It's hard for me to answer that because
we know it's hard.
because
but
my
you gotta
mindset again would be it's some foul shit going on. I don't know exactly what, but it's some foul shit going on. So how I would handle it, I would sit her down and I would like, look, man, just keep it real with me, fam.
Straight up.
What's going on?
All the way.
How much cheating have you been doing?
How much she not? But because let's just be honest, women are good at it, bro. They are very good at it. It's women that I know personally that are married that done cheated at least 5 to 6 times, and they dude has no idea that it's happened.
Because the men are so good at playing the side.
True. And women cover their tracks well. You know what I'm saying? So it's not shocking to me that they've been married 12 years. Say, for instance, they married 12 years, 3 boys, and it comes out that she was cheating. That wouldn't surprise me at all. So that would be my mindset. And to be honest, that would drive a resentment in me that would probably end the marriage eventually. Even if it's not right then,
Eventually.
but eventually it would end. Because every time you do something foul, you stay out too late one time. Your phone go off at 2, 3 in the morning one time. everything you do,
have contact with that man.
everything you do, that's the first place my mind is going.
Think about trying to get intimate again.
I can't. I mean, I ain't gonna say I can't do it. But
Still, I'm be thinking about. She about to say this name again.
Not even that. You about to go kiss her, man.
yeah, I just nah.
What you think of? What's your actions?
Terry. I said mine.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I went second. I went behind Smooth.
You did.
What'd you say? What would you do?
I didn't say what I do.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
what you
didn't
supposed.
say.
He said
You're
how
right.
what should it be his actions or what he should do. We're not saying what we think she's doing. We're saying how should you go about the
You
situation?
should sit down, have an honest conversation. That's just what it is. Have an honest conversation with her and say, what is it? Don't judge her for what she's saying. Tell her I need you to be 100 with me.
Nigga, she is in front of
She gonna lie.
jury.
Now what?
100.
She gonna lie. Now what?
Nah, fuck.
That still hurt. Hey,
She gonna lie.
it's not gonna last long because for me, that's what I'm saying. For me, now I'm thinking about every time we get naked or whatever.
what I'm
Like I'm
saying.
thinking about when the last time you may have met with somebody, or every time you
Now you gotta go get yourself checked to see if you got STD.
Right.
you working
all
on
this shit, bro.
And she said they were working from home, so you probably messaging this nigga every day.
But then think about the resentment that it's gonna put in her if you say, you know what, I want to go get my kids tested to make
be mad.
to make sure that they mine.
Do not
Like
tell
that's gonna
her,
cut
bro.
She
her.
gonna be
Nah,
mad.
You can go to Walgreens
But
and
whose
do
fault
that
is that,
shit
though?
yourself, bro.
don't matter, bro.
It don't matter. Nope. I don't care.
It don't matter, and that's why I say that it's gonna be a resentment that's driven from that point.
That's fucked up.
Because how I handle you is gonna be reflective of what you did.
You know you fucked
and
up,
you
man.
it would behoove you to separate yourself from me.
On the cool.
Okay, so here, I'm gonna
That's just
That's
how-
12
I'm
years.
gonna throw a little
I
curveball.
get
So
you,
if that,
though.
no.
I
Kenny,
get you,
if
though.
that happened to you, what you doing?
throw a little curveball. What if she?
She held out
12
another
years
man's
of
name.
marriage, your
I
wife
just told
said
you what
nothing
I would do. I told you I would sit her down and have a conversation about it.
And you would stay.
I'm not gonna jump
And
to
you
the
gonna
next
stay?
conclusion.
And then she gonna lie, and then what?
I mean, if she lied, then I have to catch her live. I mean, depends on how she responds. You can catch somebody and lie most of the time.
But a lot women are good, bro.
Okay. I mean, that's how I would do. I mean, if she lied, then she lied. If she don't, then she don't.
So what's the curveball?
I'm just saying. I know that I've read facts of women thinking of other men.
So what's the curveball?
I don't know. That's depends on how she answers the question. That's just like, okay, say your woman catches you in your phone. You talking to another one about having sex with her. You didn't have sex with her, but you're talking about getting physical and intimate with her. Is she okay to have resentment towards you because you think about having sex with another woman for the rest of her life because of that?
But that's
She-
totally different.
Wait.
From,
No. I'm answering the question directly. She's validated in leaving me right then.
Okay.
Cheers.
She is.
She is.
But at the same time, that's totally different from me yelling out this woman's name while I'm putting dick in you. That is totally
You
different.
went in my
That's
phone.
flagrant.
You went in my phone and found something.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? I'm not in the action of
we're
doing
creating
anything.
an act together.
We're smashing, and I yell out your name, goddamn Stephanie, and I yell out Brittany. Oh, Brittany, goddamn, oh shit!
Come on, bro.
It's over. Could you imagine how a woman would react if the shoe was
she's
flipped?
not letting you finish.
Bro, if he
Could you imagine
if that happened to him, if he did that, bro, they'd have stopped right there, bro.
Finito.
Damn, that's crazy. That's just like watching porn and you just jacking off to another woman instead of your wife.
Bro.
And then
Come on,
and then you know him.
Then you know.
Y'all work together.
too?
Hey, I'm just saying what I would do.
Man, fuck
I'm
that.
not saying I would stay. I'm not saying I would leave. I'm just saying how I would handle the
The
situation
relationship
for that man.
is all the way
For that man.
done. I am sorry, player. Go check your kids. Make sure you ain't got to be suffering on child support out here, fam. Make sure you dot your T's. You cross your I. Goddamn it. Well, cross your T's, dot your I's out here, bro. Scandalous.
So if you
It's
saying
so
if the kids are still yours,
scandalous.
the kids are still yours.
I'm
You
still
take the test.
I'm leaving.
So
bro.
what's the point of getting the test done then?
Because I gotta know if they mine. I gotta know.
So I can know whether to just leave you cold all, cut you all the way off, or kind of deal co-parent with you and
That's
remain
real.
somewhat
Hey, 'cause
civil.
If it come out none of the kids yours, you a free man.
Hey man, shout out to old girl that pulled that up. Okay, hey, my my name is Paris, and I'm Team Sleazeball University. She says, so I'm in a situation. This guy's my boyfriend, but I'm not his girlfriend. This guy at first was cute and I liked him, but he has become obsessed with me, buying mad stuff, sent me thousands of dollars, but I don't like him no more, and I know he is sensitive and insecure. I'm trying to figure out ways to break up with him, but still keep collecting the coin. I'm honestly scared to break up because I don't know how he will respond. Plus, the nigga is my height. He's 5'6". Like, ooh, and he's fat. What? This man thinks he is going to marry me and keep telling me he wants to take care of me. I know he likes me more than I like him. What did I just tell y'all? Then there's this other man that I like and he wants to marry me. He not spending the bag like that, but that's okay. Don't get me wrong. I work and live on my own, run a business, own a car, etc. But I do know my place as a woman. I'm traditionalist and I'm African. So it's a culture thing behind it. So my question is, what should I do? I have a boyfriend that's 5'6", fat and ugly, but he spends that bag on me. But it's another dude that I like, but he don't spend the bag. Should I leave? She basically asking, should she leave her man because she don't really like him?
Do what you want to do.
And go for the dude that ain't really spending the bag.
Hey.
That's real shit.
If you want to be happy, like why would you already knew the dude you didn't like the dude when you first dated him in the first place, so you already been wasting your own time.
She said he 5'6" and fat.
Yeah. You knew that when you first met him.
She about to get played.
So he a bowling ball.
She about to
Shit.
So look, right. You say you're a part of the sleaze.
she about to get played. That's what's about to happen.
She is.
She about to play herself.
Yep.
That's real.
Really?
That's exactly.
Because she leaving a nigga that's doing everything for her, for a nigga that she like.
Yep.
That she say think
Hold on, wait, let me
he
stop.
want to marry her.
You know how crazy that's
You know how that go.
Do you know how crazy that's
You know how they
I
go.
mean, that's exactly what she doing.
She and a nigga that's leaving a nigga that's doing everything for a nigga that she actually likes.
Hey,
Nigga that she like, and she say that he want to marry her.
Yeah.
hey, you remember what I said, huh? Y'all remember what I said about this shit, huh?
We know.
She about to play herself.
She about to motherfucking play
She about to
herself
play
and look
herself.
stupid.
She got a good nigga that don't look that's not that attractive, but she already slept. Did she say she slept?
She slept with the nigga. That's her boyfriend.
So she didn't slept with the nigga
A couple times.
a couple times, but she don't like him that much no more because she realized that he's spoiling her too much.
And she said, and he's sensitive and insecure.
He's sensitive and insecure.
Well,
And
he's
she about to-
5'6" and he fat.
So you must be giving them reasons to be
She gonna
insecure.
leave
She
him
talking
and
down
go-
on him.
and go to another
Yo, fat ass short nigga.
that she
Why
likes
would
more.
why would you cuff him? Because let me reread a portion of it. She said, "I'm trying to figure out how to break up with him and still collect that coin, but
Oh, never mind.
sleaze.
She want the sleaze.
But I'm honestly scared to break up because I don't know how he respond. Plus, the nigga is my height, 5'6". Like, ooh,
So
Like,
he must
why
have.
would
and
you
he
down-
fat.
He must have some.
why would you
anger
cuff him?
issues.
Why would you settle for that to begin with?
That's my question.
And then now downplay the nigga.
Yeah.
Then down.
Then
Like,
downplay him.
that's
the
my
problem.
only problem
That's the
with it.
problem.
Just
Yeah.
don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't. I appreciate
Don't
you
settle
being a part
and
of
then
the
do
season.
talk about it.
I appreciate you joining. Listen to the podcast and being supportive of it. But you can't do that to somebody. You can't sit here and
Hey,
That's worse than sleaze.
sleep with them,
Hey,
lay
that's
with them,
worse than sleaze.
let them give you all these gifts, and then
That is-
downplay
we
them,
don't
saying they
teach
fat,
that,
We don't teach.
saying they fat and now ill. All of a sudden,
hey, because you gotta realize, bro, she with the nigga, right? And he taking care of everything. And obviously it was good enough at the time for her to say, hey, I want to be your girlfriend. That's just facts. That's what she said. So now you meet a nigga that you say want to marry you, and you like this nigga, but you want to keep collecting money from the nigga.
Yeah.
That's
She
your
wanna move
boyfriend
on to the
because
next one.
he not the height that you want him to be,
Yeah.
and he not the size you want him to be.
What's her size?
But he can't
just
but
'cause he
I-
girthy.
Hey, real talk. Just because he's a bowling ball. But he carry and obviously the bowling ball hit.
the other nigga
Hey.
ain't doing nothing but look better.
He a heavyweight because that wallet heavy.
The other nigga ain't doing nothing but look better.
That wallet.
That's it. He ain't doing nothing but look better. But that's the nigga she like.
And her love language to me sound like she likes to be showered
Yes.
with gifts.
Yep, that's what it sounds like.
Exactly. So she wants.
She gonna leave
Yeah,
her
she
love
wants-
language.
From the broke nigga.
for the
No,
nigga that ain't
no.
doing
She
nothing.
actually don't want to leave. She want to get out of the relationship,
And keep
but
the
keep the
benefits.
money.
She wanna keep the
Keep
benefits.
the benefits.
Yeah, she wanna
but
leave the job, keep the benefits.
But go marry the nigga she really like.
Yeah.
That shit. I'm sorry, baby. I'm
She
sorry.
want to leave the corporate America job with the
I'm
benefits,
sorry.
and she want to go be a bottle technician.
Look, I'm gonna try to give you the sleazeball on one side. I understand you want to finesse this nigga. I understand that, but you not gonna finesse a nigga like that. Why? Because as soon as he get over you, he gonna be like, I can go give another woman this same shit, and they gonna be there. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a nigga with money. Niggas with money, they break a few rules, no matter if they a bowling ball or not. When you got some money and you a dude and you can floss a little bit, you break some rules in the game. That's just what it is. That's what it come with. You get what I'm saying? So once he find out that your ass trying to elevate over him, he just gonna drop your ass off. Now you ain't getting shit. You hoping this other nigga marry you. That's what you hoping. You hoping he a good nigga.
Which he not.
Then on top of that, the nigga not spending the bag. So that shit tell you off the rip, the nigga really ain't got it to spend it on you.
And he ain't spending that much time with her.
And he ain't spending that much time with you because you got a fucking boyfriend.
So you don't know what
now,
he like.
Exactly. So if you leave that boyfriend, now your time become all his time. But on the vice versa, you don't have his time.
He gonna be fed up with her ass.
Get played.
I told you, she don't get
You
played.
gonna get played. And you gonna look stupid. You gonna, and this is facts. You gonna look stupid and be wishing you never left this nigga alone. And then he gonna keep elevating.
And he gonna have something bad on his arm.
You get what I'm saying?
Wow.
You lucky you even in position. You better be thankful. And if you don't want him to be a bowling ball, you better get him in a gym.
Straight up. That's real.
You get what I'm saying? You better get him in the gym. Hey, baby, look, we need to work on this way, baby. You get what I'm saying?
Look here, man. I think she's speaking to what I said earlier about, you know what I'm saying? Damn, what did I say? I forgot what I said. But it was something like that. Like she got with old boy for his money. She never liked him.
Right, for sure.
Let's just put that out there.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But now, like, you find somebody that you actually like, but he broke. But you want to keep getting the money. Like, you need to find out what is it that you actually want.
That's a fact.
From what I'm hearing, it sounds like you don't even know what you want. Like, it's nothing wrong with chasing a dude for his money. If that's the play that you want to, go after. It's a lot of women that do that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be honest with yourself at the same time. It's ways to finesse a nigga with the money without you having to cuff him. But you cuffed him.
You already went the extra mile. So it ain't, to be honest with you, when you cuff a nigga with money, it ain't no going back.
And doing extra work too.
It ain't no going back to, all right, we just gonna be cool and I'm still gonna get the benefits of getting this money from you. That'll never happen.
Yeah.
I feel like she might have hit her prime. She's starting to hit her prime. And
She probably is.
She had to settle for the ugly nigga at first. And all of a sudden, a nigga that came with a little bit more juice, look a little bit better, hit her up.
That
Now
too.
she trying to see, okay, can I test the waters a little bit more?
That too.
Can I see
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. I forgot before I lose my train of thought. He liked her more than she liked him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is what women say.
Yes.
What makes the relationship work.
Yes.
But you see, she's annoyed by that.
Exactly.
That's the point I was making
Yeah, like
earlier.
her.
But continue.
Yeah, you have to like her just like equal. You got to be equal amount.
It gotta be equal.
That's just what it is.
Or a little bit less on the man's side.
Also, women self-sabotage themselves ridiculously. And in this situation is a perfect example of that. You got a dude that with you that's doing everything that you asked for in a man. He's 5'6" and he's ugly and fat, but
Now he's ugly.
your
Yeah.
bills is
Now he's
paid.
ugly.
Yeah, now. You know what I'm saying?
Ew.
But you getting everything out of him that you wanted to get. And he's loyal to you and he's tapping into your sensitive side and all of that. All the things women claim that they want.
Claim that they want, but obviously we have one here.
Right. And you
that's
ready to
showing
get
us
rid of him.
no woman wants that. She is a spokesman for all women that's on this. She is a spokesman. Hey, I don't want no arguing with me. This is what she said. Talk to your leader.
Straight up.
You know what I say? Hey, test your waters and see what happens.
Hey,
If
for
you
real.
get played, you might be rare. He might marry.
If you, hey, for real though,
My bad.
if you not tripping on losing them both, fuck it.
you need to
How
find.
old she was?
You need to find out.
Nah.
We need to start getting niggas at they age
That's real.
to this goddamn place, so we know what the hell.
So that would,
But all
that would
I say
definitely
is,
help a little
find
bit.
out what you really want. Because it seemed like to me, you don't know what you want. First, you want a nigga that's going to shower you with gifts. A nigga that's going to be underneath you. Now you don't want that. That's annoying, insecure, ill. You know what I'm saying?
You basically gonna
Find out
run
what
from
the
a
hell
nigga
you
that
want.
got everything for you to a nigga that ain't did nothing for you but put dick on you. Damn.
She said he wants to marry me. That was it.
That's it.
What?
Hey, any
he
nigga wanna
don't.
any nigga gonna say he wanna marry you to keep hitting that ass.
His ass, I was about to
Always.
say. You
That-
about
that-
to lead her for sure.
Dad and I love you.
Dad and I love you, bro. Like this is just facts, bro. This
I
is
got
just
news
facts.
for you, baby. He don't want to marry you.
don't.
Y'all never getting married ever.
You know why he's saying that? Cause you got a boyfriend already. He know you ain't leaving.
Exactly.
You ain't got to feel no
But
slot.
the moment
slot
you
between your
leave,
legs.
You gonna be too annoying to him.
He out too.
you know what's crazy? you know what's crazy?
You leave him, he
she
leave
gon'
you.
She gonna find out he already got a family of his own. That's facts though.
Honest to God.
That's facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she gonna be highly disappointed in her damn self. You on a slippery slope, baby.
It's unfortunate.
Tread lightly.
It's unfortunate.
Moving right along. Hey, I've been watching you guys for a little minute now and enjoy the versatility of the show podcast. I would like to stay anonymous. I have 2 questions. What are young men who are in their early 20s, around 20 to 23, what are their motives when it comes to women and dating? And another question is, what advice would you give to young women on the same age on dealing with those men in general in regards to dating?
What's the age?
20 to 23. Early 20s.
When I was honestly, when I got to about 23, I felt like that's roughly when I wanted to kind of start getting serious. I felt. So, when you're younger, when you 15, 16, 17, whenever high school, they have you making goals and when you want to be married by and have a house and da-da-da. So, roughly we felt 25, again, at least when we was coming up, 25 roughly was a, pretty safe number. So I feel like in the early ages, I feel like a guy kind of, for the most part, want to get married. He's still dating but wants to get married, but then he end up getting played or getting his heart broken early or something like that. So a lot of times we'll end up changing that trajectory and start focusing more on ourselves or doing other things. So
I would say when you're 20 to 23 as a man, you don't know what the hell you want.
You know shit that you want.
It's just honest.
You still trying to find out when can I buy alcohol? When am I legal to go buy that bottle?
I
late
am
at
the
night.
exception.
Right. You don't even know who you are because I guarantee you
am the
who
exception.
you are at 20 years old compared to who you are at 30 are 2 totally different
You
people.
a totally
in
different
regards to
person than you
priority.
was 8 years ago, Smooth.
It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So your mindset needs to move accordingly. He don't know what the hell he wants. So for you trying to pursue somebody at 20 to 23 years old on a serious level, you are rolling the dice in a game in which the odds are against you.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. But
Just real rap.
I knew what I wanted, and it felt right for me. I knew what I wanted though, but I knew what to look for. I done been through a lot of shit as a young nigga, man. I've been through a lot of shit,
but again,
and a lot of shit I just wasn't gonna tolerate. So if I seen any semblance of you, of my mom's in you, you was X out the list. I can't even fuck you, bitch. I can't even touch you. If you had any type of piece of my mom's in you, we have nothing in common.
But
Nothing.
again, when you're that young, you got to be willing. 20, 23 years old, a lot of us don't be willing
That's
to
true.
be in
A lot-
relationships.
that's real.
We just want to hit, like we talked
real.
about before. We just want to hit everything that's
real.
moving. Basically,
And a part of
We're not
me
trying
was
to settle down.
scared to have a kid with somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I knew I shouldn't be having a kid with. You get what I'm saying? Like that was a big fear of mine. Just being on child support, I thought that was gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? So
But I think it's an advantage though if you are able to get somebody early and ride it out. Like just think about the advantages that you would have once you get older. You know what I'm saying? Being with somebody at 21, 22.
but like
and
B
you
said,
building
the
early.
odds are really it's like,
Absolutely.
It's like 1 to 100 type of shit. The odds are really stacked against you
I'm sitting there.
at that age, bro.
I got
Thing is,
2 next to me.
Thing is, what y'all saying is right. Just like you said, if you can work through it and make it work, it's
It's a
gonna
big
turn
if.
out to be
It's
good.
a big if though. I
Right,
know.
but that's just like telling somebody, hey, bro, if you put $100 a month in this trust fund, when you get to 50, you're gonna be a multimillionaire. Yeah, you're right,
That's
and that sounds great. But when
I
you
ain't got
actually
that
in it,
100 to give.
that's what I'm saying. Or
sure,
I don't
for
have the
sure.
discipline to do it
For sure.
right now,
For sure.
especially at that age.
Exactly.
Man, you 20, 23. This is your time to learn.
Go live.
This is
Go
what
get
you
some
doing. You
lessons.
learning what you like in a man and what you don't like in a man.
It's real.
And
I'm not
vice
saying
versa.
going out there and hold around, sleep with every guy, but you're gonna have your chances when you're gonna be out there and you're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna have your physical needs and you're gonna do something. You're gonna sleep with a man, sleep with a couple men, but you're gonna find out what you like and you don't like. Don't put all your eggs in one basket at the age of 20 to 23,
That's
thinking
real.
this man is the right one for you.
Because he ain't.
'Cause he
more,
ain't.
more times than not.
Yeah, he's most likely not gonna be the one
Yeah.
for you.
And they be
y'all
way
gonna
more
end
ready.
up cheating on each other, hurting each other, and then you don't feel like okay.
And you might slip up and have a baby, and that's gonna stop you.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
baby.
You just gotta play that time area, that age area to learn what you really want in your life and pursue your career, and then date accordingly.
Exactly.
We
This the
still-
time you need to be getting your finesse game up.
I mean, there's a lot of relationships that they still stay strong. They was dating from 20 till now, but
Right.
I'm telling you, they done went through niggas cheating,
lot
they
of
slept with
shit.
different
A
people,
lot
they
of
done
shit.
did
Hell
this,
and high
they
water.
dealt with that. If you want to deal with that, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather not deal with that.
That should take time. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, on to the next one.
Yeah, we ain't doing it.
And we ain't close to being done. We're gonna have to shelve some of these.
Oh, we how many weeks doing? Nigga, more than we ever did.
That boy B
3,
got
4,
6,
5,
7.
6.
God,
Nigga, we can put them on the next one.
Nigga, we gonna keep on shooting till we done.
Put some on the Patreon.
All right, next one
We'll
is
shoot one for the Patreon, nigga.
okay. Cool. All right. We're gonna do one more on here, and then we can shoot for the Patreon. Okay. Hey y'all, just want to say I'm a huge fan of the podcast and the facts y'all spit weekly. I came across this tweet thread and I wanted to hear some of your opinions on it. This tweet thread says, make sure I'm reading it in order. This is a guy, I ain't gonna say his name, but he on Twitter. He says, I really don't want no chick that's been with tons of trash men, then all of a sudden wants to flirt with the idea of a good guy. Please go back to what you know. He says, I say this because usually you can tell when a chick just not used to getting treated good. Makes her feel awkward or weird. Some people just can't be brought to the light. And it really ain't your responsibility as a man to prove to anyone, either or otherwise, your actions dictate everything. They don't see it. If they don't see it, then keep it moving. I guess he wanted to hear our response to that. Let me read the first one again. I really don't want no chick that's been with tons of trash men, then all of a sudden wants to flirt with the idea of a good guy. Please go back to what you know.
Man, look, first off, how you know you a good man? That's a fact, nigga. You don't know if you're a good man or not, nigga, because you ain't been under that pressure of having a woman that's going to put that pressure on your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, most women get played by trash ass niggas. It's more often than not a woman is gonna meet a trash ass nigga than vice versa for a man. That's just the odds of this shit. You get what I'm saying? So, and you would want her to learn, because most likely if she didn't met her a good man, you would never meet this woman because she gonna be locked down with that good man. Come on, boy, you gotta think, boy.
Facts.
You gotta think, boy. You sound like a damn fool. You sound like you ain't never had no woman in your life, boy.
No, not him, the dude that tweeted.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He sound like he never had a woman in his life.
But you said you got to be the 11th one to try.
Yeah.
What you got to do is keep dragging.
Yeah.
Most of these women used to living in hell.
Send them back to hell.
Gotta send their ass back to hell, goddamn me. But he talking on the thing of, I only want to deal with women that's only been dealing with good men. Well, damn, they married already.
I'm explaining something. You ain't never gonna deal with no woman that only been dealing with good men. Let's just put the shit out
Be
there.
locked down.
Straight up and
They
down.
gonna be locked down, bro. They gonna be done with.
Percentages are not in your favor. And even the ones that are locked down, they deal with a bunch of trash niggas before they ran into the right
That's
one.
real.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for you to come into it with that kind of expectation is just not realistic, bro.
It's not, nigga, not even close to it.
You just for me, I always want to be the person that, that stand out of everybody she's ever dated, ever talked to, whatever. That's always been my goal. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see me in a whole different light. I don't care who you've been with. This is me. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to that.
And but also not to cut y'all off, but also I want to be the one to stand out, but not to the point of me bending over backwards and breaking my morals to do it.
Yes.
I come into this situation, I have a certain expectation. If I have to do too much that goes against said expectation, you will be removed from the equation.
From your position.
Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say, but for him to say that, I think it's just ignorant, because even men deal with a bunch of trash women before we typically find a good one that's worth that we're willing to gamble it all on and marry. You know what I'm saying? So and if you haven't, then you ain't really been out here dating like that. And which is gonna fuck you up in the relationship if you ain't really been dating like that, because you don't even know your damn self. So how you gonna be everything for somebody else and you don't even know who you are when you look in the mirror?
Hey, talk that talk.
That's just honest, bro.
That was
I say some come with intentions. Some come with intentions too, because if you dating, I mean, like we talk about, I've even said, yes, women do date a lot of trash men.
True.
But at the same time, a lot of those women choose those trash men. So it's kind of like, it's like 50-50, because yes, there are a lot, but women choose a lot too. So, because in my instance, I can say I haven't had too many trash women, period, because I don't look for no trash ass women. You know what I'm saying? I've had a couple.
You was just a trash nigga.
No. On a couple of occasions, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you date with intentions, like you have at least a base, just a basic, you know what I'm saying? You have some, and you won't ever have to run into that many situations. I had that, you know what I'm saying? And when it was very uncomfortable, then I dealt with it accordingly. But shit, I think if you move with better intentions, if I want somebody that's good, I'm gonna go for somebody that's good. And I haven't, like I said, I haven't had that many instances where I've dated somebody that was bad.
The only instance I see where he's right is if he ever shot at a girl first and she left him for some trash ass niggas and then she tried to come back to him. That's the only instance where I think he was right in his talk. But other than that, man, people go through experiences dealing with people that just played them. Niggas are good at lying.
That's real good.
For real. I mean, people can show you one side of a leaf and then turn over to the other side and it's totally different.
Exactly.
So I'm not with the, oh, she done been with so many trash niggas, now she won't come at me. Well, obviously, if she got the opportunity to come at you, are you a trash nigga? I mean, if you this good of a nigga, why ain't you found nobody that's
He sound like he belittle women.
right there for you? I mean, that's just the honest truth. If you really that good of a nigga, you gonna find you a good woman because you actually good at finding what you need.
Facts.
You know what you want. So,
And also, why are other niggas dictating who you talk to?
yeah.
Which is another question of mine. You talking about she date with trash
Pocket
niggas?
watching.
You know what I mean? Like, why are these men that she dating affecting how much you like her?
Because he
that
can't
don't make no
get
sense.
her. That's why.
He must have got turned down by somebody
Watching.
beforehand and now she
Now
tried to
he-
come back to him. That's the only logical reason.
That
I can
nigga
have
shot
to
the
do it.
DM. She say, "But move around, little boy."
Caught a nigga broken everything. Ain't no I respond.
See, and they got on dates and shit, and you know how they do. They tweet.
Yeah.
He been watching her tweets, and he mad because he can't get her.
Yeah, so in summary, bro, that to answer your question, I think that nigga in the thread didn't know what the hell he was talking about. To be honest,
Don't shoot that little motherfucker.
no goddamn more. And on that note, man, we gonna wrap this thing on up, y'all boys. Shout out social medias and things of that nature.
SMUV __. Get at the overseer, man.
So well _fitness. Check me out. During the week, 8 a.m., 6:30 p.m., 7 p.m.
We
roughly.
gonna start charging you.
We doing this. So well fitness. You know what I'm saying? Come get right with me.
KT _Goodrich, all platforms.
I am D Trill AC. Rest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. We definitely got to keep that
Oh,
going.
they got a settlement on that.
$12 million settlement.
They ain't arrested.
That pissed
them.
me off, but we could talk about that later.
Exactly. We definitely going to address that eventually. But yeah, on that note,
Vote.
oh yeah.
Not for Trump, but vote. Let's look at smooth face.
Not again. Not again.
Don't go vote.
Don't go vote.
Chill. Chill out.